Hello, I'm Swastika Panda from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Odisha plans to set up Steel Directorate to sort out issues faced by investors, companies. All India Steel Doors Federation to meet Paradip Steel Doors Association to end deadlock. World Bank Deputy Director visits geosynthetic wall near Pentha under Rajnagar block in Kendrapada district. Ruling Biju Janata Dal BJD to hold executive body meeting tomorrow to discuss party's organizational poll in district and block levels. Supreme Court asked Odisha government to file affidavits over Karahandi hand chopping case. And close shave for 50 passengers as bus catches fire in Dhenkanal district. Now the details. With an aim to attract investments and to address raw material, land acquisition problems faced by steel makers, the state government has decided to set up a steel directorate. In a time when some leading steel companies are leaving the state, citing raw material and land acquisition issues, this move is expected to address these pertinent issues. While ArcelorMittal has already withdrawn its proposed mega steel project from the state, uncertainty looms large over the 12 billion project by South Korean steel major POSCO. Sources said an additional Secretary of Mines Department would be appointed as the director of the Steel Directorate, and some consultants might be appointed for the growth of steel companies in the state. Steel and Mines Minister Prafulla Malik said, like Director of Mines who gives advice on mines, the Director of Steel will give advice on raw material, land issues to the steel companies, and suggest measures for the overall growth of the steel sector in the state.
ଆମର ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ସମ୍ପର୍କରେ ଯାହା ତାଙ୍କର ସୁବିଧା ଅସୁବିଧା ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ମାନଙ୍କର ତାଙ୍କର ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ତାଙ୍କର ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କର ପାଇଁ ଜମି ପାଇଁ ସବୁ ବିଷୟ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟରେଟ୍ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଅଛି। ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ମୁଖ୍ୟମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ଦେଇଛୁ, ମୁଖ୍ୟମନ୍ତ୍ରୀ ସମ୍ମତି କରିଛନ୍ତି, ତା ପୁଣି ଲିଗାଲ ପ୍ରୋସିଜିଓର ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ କଥା କହିଗଲା ତାପରେ ଖୋଲା ଯିବ।
ମିତ୍ତଲ ପଳେଇଲା, ପସ୍କୋ ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ମାନେ ଯିବା ଉପରେ, बाकी जो मैंने धरतु जिंदल अच्छी से ये झारसुगुड़ा कर कचामाल पाऊनी। सो मेन प्रॉब्लम से गुड़ा नक डायरेक्टर स्टिल कौन कर कि ना कचामाल जोगे देवार एश्योरेंस देवा कथा हूँ डायरेक्टर ऑफ माइंस डायरेक्टर स्टिल कर फिर कौन हो से निज कम को एपाक्षय कर क्लास हम कि ना।
The ruling Biju Janata Dal BJD will hold its state executive body meeting on Wednesday to discuss about parties the organizational poll in district and block levels. Electoral officers will be appointed for the polls, party sources said, adding that the process will be finished within 2 months. The meet will also discuss about membership drive and Jan Sampark Padayatra, which will begin from Gandhi Jayanti on October 2nd and culminate on birth anniversary of Jai Prakash Narayan on 11th October. Deputy Director of World Bank, Michael Henney, on Monday visited the geosynthetic wall site at Penda village of Rajnagar block in Kendrapada district and reviewed its construction work. The construction work of the wall is expected to resume soon after Henney's visit to the site. Meanwhile, the local people have brought to the notice of the district administration about the poor quality of the synthetic wall, which had failed to obstruct the tidal waters which had ingressed the human habitation recently. A passenger bus moving from Balangir to Bhubaneswar caught fire at Gundichapada in Dhenkanal after its tire burst on Monday night. More than 50 passengers had a providential escape from the mishap, in which they were travelling, caught fire at Gundichapada in Dhenkanal district on Monday night. Sources said the bus was on the way to Bhubaneswar from Balangir when it suddenly caught fire after its front tire burst near Gundichapada. However, no casualties were reported as all the passengers on board got out of the bus safely. Following information, fire brigade rushed to the spot and doused the flames. A meeting between the All India Steel Doors Federation and the Paradip Steel Doors Association began at the Collectorate office in Jagatsinghpur on Tuesday to discuss about the deadlock arising out of the standoff between port authorities and Steel Doors Association. The meeting is being attended by the President of the Federation Krishna Kumar, Secretary Yogesh Mehta, and member Ashish Majdao, and Jagatsinghpur Collector, Vice President of Seaways and Shipping Logistics, President of Paradip Steel Doors Association Mahimananda Mishra, and members of the Truckers and Dumpers Association. Meanwhile, the issue has been politicized with the ruling BJD training its guns on the BJP. Criticizing central government's lack of intervention in the matter, BJD spokesperson Pratap Dev said, "Why the Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, who has been vocal on a host of issues pertaining to the state, is silent on the matter?" However, countering his allegation, Odisha BJP Vice President Pratap Sarangi said the state government, out of sheer jealousy, is targeting Pradhan, who has done a lot for the development of the port. Commerce and Transport Minister Ramesh Machi said the situation has been reviewed by the Chief Secretary. Efforts are on to end the deadlock. With about 45,000 qualified youths unable to get jobs and about 62% of seats remaining vacant in different engineering colleges in the state, the Odisha government on Monday said it will formulate a job-oriented curriculum for technical courses. This was the view shared by many, including Chief Minister Navin Patnaik, at the brainstorming session on present and future perspectives of technical education here, organized by the Biju Patnaik University of Technology BPUT. As the technical education system of the country is passing through a transformation, it needs to cope with challenges like globalization of education, industry-ready skill set, employable technical manpower policy on ranking of institutes, course offering through MOOCs, massive open online courses, and presence of foreign universities, said Skill Development and Technical Education Minister Sanjay Das Barma. "We need to have a curriculum which will ensure employment for our technically qualified youths," Das Barma said, adding the declining trends in admissions, shortage of qualified faculty members, employability of technical manpower are the primary issues faced by technical institutes across the country and also in the state. Input from Chairman AICTE, Secretary General QCI, senior executives from industry of repute in academics would substantially contribute to the formulation of the roadmap, he said. The technical education policy enacted in the past needs a revamp to encompass the modifications in order to facilitate the technical education system of the state. The recommendations of this workshop will be given due considerations in policy document of the state to shape technical education, the minister pointed out. Addressing the session, the Chief Minister said the state is aiming at providing the best technical knowledge and skill to its youth to compete in the global scenario. Future technical education should focus on competency-based learning, higher-order reasoning, outcome-based education, employable technical skill, work attitude, ethical practice, industry-recognized credentials, and other relevant issues.
I hope this workshop will be successful in preparing an appropriate roadmap for our future technical education to suit the needs of industry and focus on employability.
Schemes which are required to be formulated wherein we will be able to attract the bright students when they are following their undergraduate education, identify them well in advance and motivate them to take up teaching as a profession.
से कमिटी जो फॉर्म आम करिवो से कमिटी आगे दिस रिपोर्ट को प्रेजेंट करा जिवो एवं से माने एडवाइस करिवे व्हाट विल बी आवर रोड मैप.
National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development (NABARD) has sanctioned rupees 1,134.74 crore under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund (RDIF) for Odisha. The sanctioned amount included rupees 1,040.96 crore for two important mega projects for drinking water and lift irrigation in the state, an official release said. With this, the cumulative sanction to the state during the current fiscal has increased to rupees 1,845.70 crore. The mega drinking water supply project in fluoride-affected blocks of Nuapada district, involving RIDF assistance of rupees 543.63 crore, envisages supply of 100 litres per capita per day of drinking water to 1.20 lakh families in the blocks like Sinapali, Boden, Khariar, Komna and Nuapada of Nuapada district. The project would help people to get safe drinking water and protection from fluorosis due to contamination of fluoride in groundwater, it added. To assist the state government in achieving 35% of assured irrigation in all deficient blocks in the state, NABARD has also sanctioned 19 mega-lift projects in Cluster 3rd involving a RIDF assistance of Rs 497.33 crore. These projects envisage providing assured kharif irrigation to about 24,000 hectares of agricultural uplands in the district of Sambalpur, Bargarh, Balangir and Jharsuguda. These projects would help in increasing the irrigation potential in Ambabhona, Ghaislet, Jharsuguda, Kulabira, Lakhanpur, Rengali, Kuchinda and Agalpur blocks. Modern techniques of distributing water through underground pipes, minimizing the evaporation and seepage laws as compared to traditional flow irrigation were being adopted under these projects, NABARD said. As part of its commitment for the development of critical rural connectivity in the state, NABARD has also sanctioned 7 roads and 1 bridge project. The Supreme Court has recently asked the Odisha government to file affidavits over the hand-chopping of the 2 bonded labourers of Kalahandi district. Hearing a petition, Social Justice Bench of the Apex Court directed the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana governments to apprise about the condition of the labourers. The bench asked the Odisha government's counsel Sarmila Upadhyay about rehabilitation of the state labourers and action taken against the accused. Notably, an Andhra Pradesh-based contractor chopped off the palm of Nilambar Dhangda Majhi and Dailu Niyal of Kalahandi while they were working. The Apex Court suo motu took the case for hearing. 2 top officials of the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI), Joint Director Rajiv Singh and DIG S. Bagchi, arrived in Bhubaneswar on Tuesday to review progress of chit fund scam probe. They will also interrogate the Managing Director and Director of Rose Valley Chit Fund firm, who have been brought to Bhubaneswar from Kolkata on remand. Hirakud Dam, which had opened 15 sluice gates on Monday in phased manner for releasing the overflowing water, closed 3 gates at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. The water is currently being released through 12 gates, dam authorities said. The water level of the reservoir is 627.33 feet as against the maximum capacity of 630 feet. While the inflow of water into the reservoir was 1,93,771 cusick per second, the outflow of water was 2,07,006 cusick, they added. Agriculture Minister Pradeep Maharati reviewed the drought-like situation in both districts on Tuesday. Soon after his arrival at the district headquarters, the minister had a review meeting at the watershed office. He asked the Deputy Director Agriculture to provide water pumps, fertilizers and pesticides to the farmers with 50% rebate with immediate effect. Present at the meeting, Kontamal MLA informed that 80% of crops are likely to be affected due to scanty rainfall. Finance Minister Pradeep Kumar Amath, who was present at the meeting, asked the district soil conservation officials for proper implementation of the government-sponsored projects. Among others, Kandhamal MP Pratisha Rajeshwari Singh, MLA Mahidhar Rana and Commissioner cum Secretary Agriculture Pramod Kumar Meherda and other senior district officials were also present at the meeting.
It is the lip point, liberal, connect function खराब रही जो खराब को युद्धकालीन भितर परामर्श करने मुख्यमंत्री निर्देश क्रमे लिफ्ट इरिगेशन चेयरमैन मो अनुप साय जलसेचन केमती अधिक अधिक हम दूरदृष्टि दिगला आकलन पर केते परसेंट क्षति ताकू विचार करिकी व्यवस्था करा रबी प्रस्तुति बैठक विभिन्न कथा आलोचना.
Before wrapping up the headlines once again, Odisha plans to set up steel directorate to sort out issues faced by investors, companies. All India Steel Doors Federation to meet Paradip Steel Doors Association to end deadlock. World Bank Deputy Director visits geosynthetic wall near Pentha under Rajnagar block in Kendrapada district. Ruling Biju Janata Dal BJD to hold executive body meeting tomorrow to discuss party's organizational role in district and block levels. Supreme Court asked Odisha government to file affidavits over Kalahandi hand chopping case. And Slow shave for 50 passengers as bus catches fire in Dhenkanal district. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.